Coming to you straight from the Rio Grande and beyond. Broadcasting to the four corners of the globe. So grab your seat, your coffee, or your sundowner.
Okay, everybody, here we go.
On point, as always. This is Gloves Off. Gloves Off.
I'm back at you in Gloves Off. I'm Paul Buitrón, and I'm here with a great individual from Laredo, small business owner, entrepreneur. He's been around. People might know him. It's Bubba Moore. How we doing? We doing good?
Doing good. Thank you, sir.
Glad to be you're here, and I'm glad that I saw you the other day because you have an interesting story, and I want folks to understand what and how and what you do because you've been around. You've been around for a while. I think 20 years. When I moved back, you were here. So, tell everybody a little bit about what you do and what it is, because folks out there might not know who you are. You have a newspaper from Laredo, right?
Yes, my name is Arturo Moore officially, but everybody knows me as El Bubba because Bubba was a Mexican, so El Bubba. And I got over 40 years experience in advertising. I worked at Laredo One Times, Laredo News, Laredo Shopper, KJNS, and TV, a little bit of everything, the Borderplex and all that. But what I wanted to do was help the local people. And a lot of that could be helped because they were set with rates from the bigger corporations, and it was kind of like a take it or leave it. And I said, well, there's a lot of people that need to advertise and can't afford it. I said, so what about those people? And they were like, ni modo. Right. And I said, no. And they were the ones that, I got to thank those people. They would tell me, if you don't like it, open up your own paper. So I did. I opened up a paper and I'd call I Love Laredo. And people tell me, do you really love Laredo? I said, yes, I do. And I'm not originally from here. I was born in Wichita Falls, Texas. I moved here in 1972 with my father. He was working with Levi Strauss, and we got transferred here, and he was a pastor of a Baptist church. But I got into the advertising business, the dispatcher of Laredo Morning Times. But, again, I started my newspaper to be able to help everybody, not just some people, everybody. Because advertising is important to everyone. All of us need advertising.
Like the old saying goes, if you do not have a sign, it's a sign of no business, and
that's a good one.
And advertisement kills a lot of small businesses out there, and I've advertised with everybody else, and especially with the school, because we always had to the events, we had to as well. But if you go with the conventional methods of advertisement, it's really not cost effective anymore, and things have changed so much. Things have changed to this,
Yes.
and a lot of people don't understand that advertising is a key role, especially for a small business, or for anybody that wants to get their name out there. And there's plenty of ways to advertise.
Yes, I agree. And a lot of people always say they can't afford it, to advertise. But I said, if you can't afford it, you shouldn't be really in business, because you need to, one way or another, if it's even making pencils or something to give out, because people need to know you. Of course, the best advertised word of mouth, but if they don't know about you, they can't go to your restaurant or business and know about you, to be able to talk about you, good or bad. But, advertising is very important, no matter how big you are, because I can name you, or I'd rather not name you, some of the big stores that told me, well, we don't have to advertise because we're this person. Those people aren't even around anymore.
Absolutely.
And if it was that, excuse me, Paul, and if that was true, why does McDonald's and Coca-Cola run so much? Because they have a pie, but if they don't watch out, that little pie's getting smaller and smaller. Now it's with Pepsi. So they need to constantly be advertised. And that's what we do, because there's people come into the market that don't know them, because they say, we're well known. But how about the new person that moves to Laredo? They don't know you. So they need to know you. And that's why advertising is so important.
Absolutely. No, you're absolutely correct. And you know, you have to brand yourself as well. You know, and that branding can come into a logo, from a logo to this, and it's always being transferred for you to be recognized.
Yes.
For them to say, oh, that's so and so, that's so and so. So a logo is part of branding. That's part of advertisement. And there's a lot of connections into it now. You know,
You're
now
right.
you have Facebook and you have social media that you have to advertise there. There's new ways of advertising.
Yes, yes.
And some people say it's worth time. You just have to understand it. You have to understand the game of advertisement to go with it. And I do agree with you that word of mouth is the best form of advertisement.
Yeah.
You know, this is since we've started the podcast. You know, they make fun. They say, "Oh, why are you advertising? Why do you charge for advertising?" Well, I don't charge any small business to come out here. Okay, you want to come and tell your story, please do so, because you're part of our community.
Yes.
But advertisement, it helps pay the internet connection, the services, the upgrades for the cameras, to the equipment. We're trying to bring always the best show that can be for people out there. Try to bring you the best information, best events, and people kind of frown on that. And I look at them, and some of them are candidates. But you have to advertise. You have to get push cards. You have to make brochures. You have to pay people to go put it out there.
Yes.
If you can get somebody to do it for free because you're a candidate, and they believe in you, good for you.
Yes.
But it costs money to get your name out there.
Exactly.
And you have a lot of these candidates that think, oh, they're going to vote for me because of who I am. No.
No, that doesn't work anymore. And like you say, we need to because some people, okay, some know you, but not everybody. Laredo's growing so fast that nobody. I used to go to restaurants and know everybody. Hey, hi, what the? Now I go to play. I don't know it. I'm looking around. I don't know anybody in here. You know, Laredo's grown so much. It's changed so much. But you know, there's something that hasn't changed is advertising. You know, in like you were saying, in any way, any form you can do it. If you can't afford other medias, you know, to advertise. But buy some pencils, have your little calendars made, so when they go to your restaurant, you can pick up one and they'll remember you. But you know, again, you know, customer service is going to be a give back to number one. If you got good service and all that, you're going to have the people coming, you know, or not, you know. But advertising,
Absolutely.
like you said, you need to have one way or some way. I've seen. It's sad when I see in the paper later about a dance that was here. I said, I would have wanted to go see that dance, but I never knew anything about it until after the matter. And I was saying, I would have gone. How many other people are like saying, I would have gone to that dance, I would have gone to that event, but they didn't know about it. Nobody let them know.
Absolutely. And you have to understand that you have to know your niche of how you're advertising and how you're pushing it forward and how to produce. And the candidates out there, I'm talking out to the candidates. Listen, you want us to vote for you, but if we don't know who you are, how are we going to vote for you?
Yes.
And if you're not putting out the advertisement or what have you, you know, I get back to this. You know, people go and they say, oh, we're going to advertise on the Laredo Morning Times. Okay, we're going to advertise on Quiches. Yes, they're the bigger ones. But if you don't have advertisement for those, you better get your name out with everybody else. It's okay.
Yes, yes. And luckily there's, other forms of being able to advertise. Now, like I told you, people would kind of give me amount of money they wanted to spend. They said, we're going to run a full page with you. And I'd say, why don't we divide it to 4-quarter pages? Because what's good in advertised repetition. I mean, the same way we learned our alphabet, by repeating it, A, B, C. Repeat and repeat it, and that's how we learn. And I tell them, but they said, don't you want a full page? Yes, I would like. But something, I'm not going to help you with that. Because you're putting all your eggs in one basket. Once that, you're not going to be able to afford to run another ad. And so I didn't do you any good, because you run a full page, but it's not good until another 3 months. Now, let's run 4-quarter, and you cover yourself for 2 months. The TV, when I worked with TV, probably one of the best medias, because it got, senses, it hits all your senses. But the only people that can really afford it are the ones that have the money. Without the money, you're not going to do much, and you need to be there and be there and be there. So you have to look for another form, the billboards. And that's what I would tell them, hey, let's get this money and do a little billboards. I would share, because I was thinking, again, number one, the climate. I didn't just want to, for me. I was thinking, what can I do? Because I know if I take care of him, he's going to stay with me, be with me. And I've had my people with me, no commitment, no contract. And I tell them, your budget is my budget. What do you mean? I said, well, that way you can't tell me I charge too much because you're the one telling me how much you can spend. So they go, okay, well, I got so much money. And I tell them what they can do with that money.
You know, and that's the way you have to be. You have to be honest with people. And people need to understand that you know, business, there's a lot of, and people out there, everybody wants to own a business. Everybody wants to make money. Great. More power to you. But if you do not understand what you want to be, you want to be a solopreneur, an entrepreneur, an intrapreneur, what are you going to be?
Yes.
Where are you going to be at? What's your niche? What are you good at? And if you don't understand that, and all of a sudden you go open up say a restaurant, you know, a lot of folks don't know I'm an executive chef. And for the last couple of years, I basically got out of the kitchen, but I was helping people build their own restaurants. We were helping them with menus and stuff like that, more consulting than that. You get a lot of people that say, oh, I can do a great carne asada. But can you do it every day? Can you be consistent with it every day?
Yes.
Can you be, you know, there's a lot of things that go in there. I do a great cheesecake. I'm going to open up a country store. The restaurant's 24/7.
Yeah.
Regardless if you just open in the morning or you open at night or what have you. It's 24/7. It's a business that follows you home. And so a lot of people are very enthused about it. And they go inside. That's why many fail.
Yes.
Because they have not, there's no processing in mind. They just go in and
Yes.
And that's what I see with a lot of folks out there.
Yeah.
And people need to start understanding that one of the processes of having your own business is that, being able to advertise. And that's one of the keynotes. And advertisement in many things, like, you know, like I said, you want a billboard advertisement, yeah, people are going to see that. But maybe you don't have that much money to spend on 2-3 year month of $1,500 or $2,000 per month or $3,000 per month or what have you, how much it is. So what happens? Maybe I have $3,000. That's my budget. Maybe that $3,000 can get you into some advertisement with some podcasters. Who can get you into advertisement with some local social media work, and then you can spend maybe the whole year. You spend it because everybody's with one of these.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Exactly.
And that's basically what it is. And
Yeah,
folks,
yeah.
if you guys get something out of this right here, because you know we're talking about advertisement, click like, click share, subscribe, because we're always talking about a lot of things that benefit the community and what we do, you know. But I'm gonna talk to Bubba over here more about what he's done, because I remember your newspaper. You used to cover a lot of stuff when we used to take the boxers out. And are you still doing that with some of the local sports and stuff?
Yes, exactly. You know, we're open to help everyone in one way or another. A lot of times they tell me, you don't even have to run an ad. Send me your press release, an article. Let me know what's going on in Laredo, what we can let other Laredoans know. And even if you're the one that gets the bid, that's all I care about. You know, because if you do good, I'll do good. You know, and we're all in it together. We want Laredo to be good and the best city that we want. But, you know, there's so many good people out there doing a lot of good things, but we don't know. We don't know about it. And that's why I tell you, they might tell me, hey, Bob, I can't afford
Absolutely.
to do this. But send me a press release. Just send me a press release. I'll run it for free. You know, I want to help you. I'm sincere. It's not like, if you ain't got money, I don't want to talk to you. No. I still want to do it because it's something good for the community. And that's what it's all about, and that's why the name of the paper is called I Love Laredo. Even though I say my birthplace is Wichita Falls, Texas, but my hometown is Laredo, Texas, and I do love Laredo.
And folks, a lot of people have picked up the magazine. You go to restaurants, the magazine's right there. You know, and the information, it's free. Pick it up and take it with you. It's a great little magazine. It has a lot of great stuff inside. It has a lot of people out there that are, you know, people. I remember, you know, people that want alarms in their cars. You know, there's something there for that. It's a great little magazine. These are the backbone journal magazines that are still around.
And it's affordable for everybody.
Yeah.
And like I tell them, if you can't afford me, you shouldn't be in business, because I got rates starting at $10. You know, and if you can't afford $10, then you better think about it like you were saying, the business again. You know, because you won't be around too long.
You know, and people go into business. I see them, they jump into it. all very enthused, and all of a sudden they come in there and they get hit with something like, oh wow, really, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Everything has to
Not
be
as easy
inside.
as they think. It's like you said, even though you might be open only 12 hours, you still got to be working. This is a 24/7, you know. And a lot of people think once they own a business, they can sit back and take it easy. I'm a owner. You even work more because when you work for somebody, it's that 8 to 5, and you're through and let them worry about it. But when you're an owner, you're always having to worry and work and take care of your business.
Absolutely. And folks, we, if you have, I repeat this because I say it all the time, if you have a small business here in Laredo and you want to do some advertisement to produce it, you know, I love Laredo newspaper. It's a great little rag for you guys to go ahead and advertise there. If you want to come out with us here in Gloves Off and tell your story, please do so. Call me. My number, you can find it. In fact, I'll give it to you right now. My cell phone number is 956-401-4868. Got something going on, bring it in. Because that's the only way we can let the community know what we're doing.
Yes.
And in Laredo, there's a lot of good things going on, and people are just not out there looking it in there. Not everybody likes certain pages. People don't know about them, and you know.
Yeah, and we're a positive newspaper because we're about Laredo, the good of Laredo. A lot of people can talk about the bad. I don't want to know the bad. I want to talk about the good part of Laredo. And again, if you want to, get more information, my number is 956-645-3592. And just give me a call and just to talk. And many of my clients, they've asked for, like you said, consulting. Even if they don't advertise with me, I'll help them ask the questions they need to ask from the other medias. They're not just buying blindly. They got to ask the question, okay, what's your circulation? Where are you putting it? What are you doing? There's an important question you just don't buy. Because then there's where you get discouraged because you say, well, I spend a lot of money. But don't judge by one media, all medias. You need to know what to ask. And I'll help you with that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Folks, we're going to leave you with this. We had a great conversation, folks. Think about it because small businesses are the backbone of our community, and we need to help them out there. And if that's the route that you want to take, we're here to help in many forms and others. And we'll leave you with this. You stay safe, be safe, and always at peace. Till next time.